Your Excellency, dear Prime Minister, ministers, ambassadors, may I say in general, friends of Albania and friends of the region. On behalf of the Vienna Economic Forum, I am quite glad not only to be here, but also that this event today and tomorrow is done. The Vienna Economic Forum is working since a longer time on the improvement of the region with all the possibilities, for example, mainly looking to investment and the economic development, but this is for sure connected with politics. If you allow me a short personal remark, I'm quite happy to be here again because I devoted quite a long time of my life to Southeast Europe or Western Balkans or whatever you want to say. I think I'm a fan of Southeast Europe in general, because Western Balkans I'm never finding in history or geography as a right expression. But this is another question. I am extremely thankful because I think since the last 20 years I was able and was asked to do a contribution to the development. As a former special coordinator of the Stability Pact, by the way, I have to do special greetings to Joschka Fischer because thanks to him I was able, after Bodo Hombach, to take this responsibility and to contribute in this direction. And this, Joschka, I will never forget you because it is an important part of my life. But it's not my job to tell you my personal history. I think it's more the obligation, I think, to say that the things are moving forward. I think the event is also a message to outside that this region is really moving forward. I think sometimes I'm really fed up because the comments are always how horrible the things are and governments are changing and there's a crisis and so on. We have a lot of crises in whole Europe, maybe on the whole globe. So far it's not justified to criticize the region. By having the overview for a longer time, I may say there is an improvement. There's an improvement which is done for sure from a very low level, but things are really moving forward thanks to the activities of the governments, thanks to the activities of the citizens who are involved, I think, to create a better situation. And we Europeans have to be thankful for this because the stability of the region is a precondition for larger stability if we are looking to the Mediterranean area, to Middle East and so on, because this is for sure all connected. I even dare to say, I think Southeast Europe is one of the more stable parts now, if we are looking to some crisis in other edges, not only of the globe, but also of Europe. And I think this is thanks to the activities of the governments, which we are doing a lot and are doing a lot to improve it. I was able to look to the TV reports, and so I have to say many thanks to Prime Minister Edi Rama and also to Prime Minister Vucic about this meeting between Albania and Serbia, because this is a sign, this is a signal outside that in the regions they are talking about their common problems and that they are able to meet. Because to do a meeting is a precondition to talk, to have an entertainment about what is for sure necessary. And for sure, step by step, there will be results, and I'm really convinced, knowing the character of the two prime ministers, that they are interested in the results, not only on public noise, because that's not very helpful here in general. What do we want to do by the Vienna Economic Forum to contribute on this? Not only to create more attention span on the region, but also by those who are present on behalf of the business community, and you hear the list who are speaking tomorrow. It is a contribution in this direction about the importance of the different fields. And I'm extremely grateful to the Minister of Economy mentioning the Berlin process, because the next meeting will be in Vienna, 27th and 28th of August. It will be a top conference, it will be a conference of the Minister of Economy, and it will be a conference of the civil society. And we have a lot of expectations that the things are moving forward, especially focusing, for example, here on infrastructure, but not only this. As far as I know, the Prime Minister is a fan of youth exchange done here in the region, because if we are knowing each other, I think it is a precondition of a better understanding and for establishing an ongoing peace, which for sure is one of the preconditions that we have a good development here. I think we are quite happy in Austria to do this. Vienna Economic Forum is very much doing in preparation of this meeting, and for sure we have the perspective that the next meeting will be in France. So far it is a process. I think many thanks to Angela Merkel, because she was creating again an attention span for the region. The attention span in the past, and we are happy that it is a longer time ago, was always created to wars, clashes, and so on and so on. No. The best attention span is if the things are moving for sure forward, and this is happening in reality by this. So far, I'm asking you to contribute to this process, because it cannot be done without the help of every side. From my side, and by my experience, I think I may underline the necessity of regional cooperation. The continuation of the Stability Pact is a Regional Cooperation Council, which is doing an excellent job, having a very precise program, and it will only function if all the partners within the Regional Cooperation Council are doing something and are fulfilling the projects. Not only making conferences with family photos and so on and so on. I think we are really depending on the realization of projects. Otherwise, I think it won't work, and there's a lot to do. And may I say to those who are not from the region, who are outside, and it is a message to the member states of the European Union, here in this region is a real chance of improvement of the economic development. If we are looking to overcome the different crises, and we are getting again economic growth, it can be only done if we are looking to the right projects to move the things forward. For sure, infrastructure, there's a lot to do. I think maybe part by part, highways are improving. If I'm looking to the railway system of the region, I think here is a lot to do, for sure. And this is investment, and it has a great importance. And I can continue endless on this subject, because here we have a lot of possibilities for the common future. So far, many thanks to those who contributed that we were able to do these meetings. I think all the best wishes for tomorrow, that we are opening perspectives, and not only perspectives and nice reports in the media, this is for sure necessary, but also that the things are step by step realized. Maybe it's a strange message, but I may say money is available. But we have to develop the right way, I think, to use it. Sometimes I think we need better trained administrations that they are able to develop the projects. We are also asking the enterprises to contribute on this and to create a kind of cooperation. I'm involved in a lot of such regional cooperation instruments. For example, at the European Union strategy for the Danube region, it's one of the examples. Albania is not a part, but neighboring Montenegro, for example, and also some other things which are here on the way. It's possible to do it. Adriatic Union Initiative, for example. I think we have the instruments, but for realization we need the will, and we need the constructive work of all of those who are involved. I think it is not enough to develop headlines in the newspapers or in the TV stations. I think step by step we have to do a realization. And here, that's my word to the business community. We are very much depending on you that the things are realized. And if you are doing so, you have the right also to create demands to the different governments concerning decision making and so on and so on. Again, I want to repeat, the development of this region is one of the conditions for more stability in a wider sense, because we have always looking to the map, to the neighborhood, which is for sure existing. And nobody is anymore alone in a country or in a smaller region and so on and so on. We are depending on each other. This we have to say. And we have some bad developments where we are very much impressed that we are depending on each other. If I'm looking to the problems of migration, asylum seekers, and so on and so on, I think this is a warning signal that we have to be together and to cooperate. And for sure, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure we are able to do so, but we have to do so. There is no excusation not to do it. I think it is really the right way to move on forward. And I have the trust that we are able to do so, And so far, at the end, I may say many thanks to the Prime Minister, to the Minister of Economy of Albania, and to all those who prepared this meeting, that they created conditions. I think to realize it will be the job of us that we can do so. Hopefully you feel obliged to do so, and I think that's the way where I'm preparing the way for the speech of Prime Minister Edi Rama. Many thanks for your support.